New phone, who dis?
Where are you? Look, I'm trying to follow your goddamn signal.
The dark place is playing tricks on you. You're still going deep. I'm trying to guide you, but it's hard.
It's hard, Alan.
So I need to go backwards. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna go backwards and I'll get me out of here.
Bullshit.
Just edit my most recent page that says that I have floaties, so I float out of the darkness. What's the problem?
Yeah, just give me some floaty.
It was ridiculous, but I was more scared than amused. I felt like I was being...
I mean, I was kind of amused. Okay, fine, I admit it. I was more amused than scared. I was kind of having fun.
I tried, like, for Zane's sake, I tried to, like, keep it in, but I was really having a hard time not laughing.
I hope we get the full-blown boss fight with the Mechano deer instead of, like, what we got before, where it just kind of rolled down the street for a sec.
I hope it's, like, a full Robbit and not, like, just on top of the van.
Did you just call it a Robbit?
Yes, it's called being. It's called being silly.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, I walked into an ambush.
I have seen people just say Robin before, though. Yeah.
That's incorrect. These be better words, other people. Ow!
Ow!
Why are there so many of you in every encounter?
And in like a tiny little back alley you can barely move in? Come on.
A tiny little back alley gets shot, idiot!
Bang.
Ow. Hold on, I'll deal with you in a second. Whoa.
Wait your turn.
Maybe we could talk about this, boys and gals, huh? Hold on, maybe we could just chat. Give me a second, no!
I cannot believe you got through that.
This Squid Game motherfucker. Yeah, I'm good at video games, Tom.
First try.
Yeah. You said that like it's like, obviously. Duh. Man, I hope they find that stoat.
There's no way that's an actual picture of like a weasel.
I mean, no, it just kind of looks like a... it just looks like something. It just made me think of a stoat when I looked at it. I hope that the final page of Alan Wake's manuscript is, and then that guy who had the wanted, like, missing posters around found his stoat, and it was really, like, nice, I guess.
That's my happy ending. I made the darkness do that.
That was my happy ending before my actual happy ending. Asterisk eyebrow wiggle, asterisk. It's the end of his book. Asterisk eyebrow wiggle, asterisk. I wonder if there's a book out there that's been like officially published where it just ends with like some stupid like online roleplay. It's like asterisk does a thing, asterisk the end.
The kind of stuff you can just like throw up on Amazon, probably.
It doesn't even count. Oh, I made people.
Why?
Well, I've been shot in the distance. One of my clones. I can feel it.
Can you guys like help me fight? No.
I remember this, but it didn't happen anywhere near where I am right now.
That's fine.
Wasn't that like the backyard of the police station that happened?
Something like that? I don't think it was here.
This is like a new area. I don't think we've ever been here before. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Playground. Wakes pathetic memories of the wonder years and the contrary little boy pretending he didn't miss his father he never knew. It's surged up and beat right down. Merry-go-rounds and slides, eager to cane in his head.
Your writing sucks. Get better.
Whoa, time. Alan Wake is an award-winning popular artiste of the written word. Squeaky squeak. He says riding the rocket ship, squeaky squeak. I can't believe you would say such harsh things about my books that I've been writing.
He's just bouncing back and forth.
I can't believe you would say such mean things. Whoa.
Oh, the slide is angry at you. Ow.
God damn it. You guys are really big. No, temperature A2, rocket ship.
Haunted playground equipment. My next book.
It's just Stephen King putting out a cigarette that he smoked half of just to light a new one. This one's fresh. I don't know if he still smokes. Or if he smokes. I know he used to drink for a long time, but then he gave that up. Time, DM Stephen King and ask him if he still smokes. Or if he smokes. I didn't do that. You went too far outside the boundary and you killed yourself, stupid.
It does.
I'm assuming he does because he was born in like what, the fucking 60s or whatever?
Yeah, where everybody did that.
He's like 58 or 60 something by now. He got popular in like the 70s, 80s is when his books were coming out. 80s is when he started getting movies, I'm pretty sure. 90s is when he started really getting popular. And now he's like a household name. Literally everyone knows who Stephen King is. Man, he lucked out having a name like Stephen King.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name for like an author.
Wonder if somebody out there with like the coolest name ever who just does nothing. He's like, he just has like a regular boring job that no one gives a shit about. They just forget he's there all the time, but whenever they see his name on like the schedule, they're like, well, who the fuck is this?
Why does this guy sound so cool? What's he doing here?
What's he doing here? He should work somewhere cool, like at the cool person agency or something.
I can't believe we have somebody this cool working here.
And then they see him, they're like, oh, I remember why I forgot about you. And then they forget his name. And then it happens again next week, like, who's this guy? We hire somebody? Hire somebody from the cool guy agency?
I bet there is a cool guy agency, a secret one.
I bet there is a cool guy agency, but it's like that website where only pretty people get to date other pretty people and get like submit a headshot first. It's probably like that. It's just a bunch of self-absorbed assholes.
Yeah, probably.
My wish to have this be a boss fight seems to not be in the cards tonight time.
It could appear more times though.
We also may have been through that backyard because this route I just took, we did do this in the main game.
Did we go through the playground like that?
We hit like a gate, and then we went through this, and then we came up here, and then we started talking about the Pokemon theme song, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is this different? Can I even read this? Soon. I can't believe Alice got on my back trying to make me write these books when I can't even read.
He's just really good at doing the monkey on the typewriter thing. He just kind of taps at keys and a book comes out. It's weird.
Excuse me, I'm trying to... Oh my god, it's a boss fight! Ish. Not really, but...
I guess it's kind of that, but not how I thought it would be.
But then the deer explodes into 3 pieces, says Stephen King.
And those pieces attacked, and so did the truck.
And then one of the pieces dies and then the truck gets mad because he was friends with Dad. He was like, I hauled that here and you killed it. God damn it.
What are you gonna do about
This is a
it?
prequel to Maximum Overdrive. This is why why were you immune to damage for a second? Why are you immune to damage now? What is happening?
What are you gonna do about it if I just stand up here behind this railing?
What are you gonna... He's going to be immune to being hurt, apparently, for a while. I don't know what that was about. That was annoying.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Am I running out of battery power? Is that what's happening?
Maybe?
Fuck it, the rest of the truck too, who cares?
Or maybe the railing is like blocking it occasionally or something.
Wow, this is a hard counter to you, this railing in front of this church. Key! You're not a key.
That's not your name.
I say erasing her, which is why she disappears just with like a regular pencil erasure. Yeah, you're not a key. I wrote that wrong, I think.
I got the door open. Run for it.
Get out of here, it's stupid. Why couldn't I just like self-inserted myself into doing that so that I'd be an even cooler guy?
No, we have to write the lady doing it from before.
Harry Wheeler, the literary agent with a constant ailment, the frantic sidekick with the hectic rhetoric, the owner of the most fashionable jacket ever made of Gore-Tex last I heard, and the author of the indispensable guide to would-be agents everywhere. Blood from a Rock When the Goose Starts Gold Bricking presents a new collection of short fiction by Alan Wake. Included are There's an alien outside! There's an alien outside! There's an alien outside! There's an alien outside! Okay, the alien's gone.
It's okay. Wait, no, it's coming back.
The alien's outside! There's an alien outside! Okay, no, it's gone, I think. Included are classics like Errand Boy, as well as numerous mortifyingly clumsy early works buried deep in the disappeared writer's files, never intended for publication. That's not the Wheeler way! Get yours now! The alien's gone.
Good. We're safe.
What was I was gonna say right before I read that. Time, can you imagine if like we played the DLC and Alan Wake just inserted himself into roles other characters played, but then when you play the there's an alien outside, there's an alien outside, there's an alien outside, there's an alien outside. I was gonna say like, but when you play like the main game after playing the DLC, like those scenes have him doing it.
It's just him, like, covered in, he's got the Gore-Tex jacket and the Christmas lights and stuff.
I mean, it's like polygonally, like the grass outside is just like a square texture thing around him. Yum, yum, yum. Yum.
Mmm, delicious.
There was an alien outside, by the way. I don't know if I made that clear. We're being invaded.
That's
it turns
written
out
into
that
them.
Alan. There's an alien outside. There's an alien outside. It turns out that Alan Wake is about aliens. Were you aware?
No, I wasn't aware. That's a really surprising twist. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Twisting, out of control. It was too big on the inside.
So today we're gonna have you come into the studio and we're gonna put a camera up to your eyeball. You just have to look around for like 20 minutes.
You just gotta kind of look around all crazy. It's fine. $20 well earned.
$20,000 well earned, I'd say. I'll have to go down to the bomb shelter, I guess.
Ah, dang it.
If I start hearing a foghorn halfway through this and like something, that'd be spooky.
Bigger, or I got smaller.
If the place got bigger, I got smaller. Like if I was teeny tiny, like I was Ratatouille or something.
But I didn't have anybody's hair to pull.
New phone, who dis? I send back as a text.
Blast! Let me get my face right in there.
Oh, finally my batteries are recharging, says Alan. I was a little too excited for that one. Was I supposed to save those for an encounter?
You were probably supposed to save those for an encounter.
They give me like a bunch of stuff to look at. It's like, I don't know.
Like that guy.
Yeah, I was supposed to save those for an
Dang.
encounter, I think.
I killed those guys real good.
I hope no enemies come to me for... Why are there so many furnaces down here?
There are a lot of them, yeah.
I guess this isn't, like, supposed to be even close to reality.
Yeah.
You're snapping... You can't snap back to reality when you're writing, like, a goofy, spooky story, right? Snap back to reality. Ow.
We haven't lost gravity yet, so that's pretty good.
Get off of me!
Well,
This game's hard.
they're throwing a lot of guys at you in, like, really enclosed spaces.
It doesn't help that I haven't actually played this game for realsies in, like,
The ships
2.5
were
weeks or
getting
whatever.
severe.
Bang! Goodbye.
Okay, well, that's your fault. You walked into it, stupid.
You literally did this to yourself.
Okay, there are so many of you. You're stupid. I hate you. Can I just say that real quick? Am I gonna get canceled off the internet if I say that I just hate the shadow beings invading Bright Falls or whatever it's called?
Yeah, you should probably take that back or cut it out or something.
I'm gonna go ahead and just like keep it in because I hope that they find all of the shadow people invading Bright Falls and like fold them up into a square shape and then put them in a box and ship them away. I hope that's what happens. Ow! Especially this guy who's side slashed me with this weird ass sickle that I just noticed. Time. What's with the side ass handle of that thing? You seen this?
Yeah. What is that?
What is that thing he's holding? What is that?
Reality is distorting. Maybe it's like a meat hook or something instead.
Is that what they look like? I thought they just had handles. I guess maybe more modern ones would have like one that you hold kind of sideways that you can have the support of your arm while you're pulling. I don't know.
Maybe.
Bigman smash! Bigman smash!
Bigman really wants to smash.
Am I being attacked from the front as well? What is happening? Time, help me! Get off me! God!
Heck, god dang.
Be dead. No! Whoa!
And he's gone.
Do you imagine if you got shot like 6 times after being lasered in the face by a flashlight and the last sound you made was whoa?
I think that would be pretty funny for the person that shot me. It doesn't do me any good, but...
Ow. What the
heck was that?
It bit me. It bit me, Time. I hope that when I die, there's like a second where like I just make a silly sound. And then I stay alive long enough to recognize that I made that silly sound, and then I die.
I also hope somebody is there to record that silly sound that I make.
And then send it to me over all of the social medias, and then I can see it and be like, yes, I did indeed make that silly sound, and then I'll go blah and be dead.
I'm glad I lasted long enough to see this go viral. Blah.
Finally, I lasted long enough for something good to happen.
He's trying to hit me.
What? I can't read most of these. That's not even true. I don't have any of those.
No, he's a great author.
I get these every time I start trying to write. That's what's preventing me from getting any further in my career. It's all mental, though. And I do this to go to sleep.
Just to go to sleep every night before bed. Exactly like that.
That's what it sounds like, too. I go... It should have been someone else. It should have been a cut out of like actually Stephen King or something. Just like they just put him in there. It's like, oh. This one should have nothing.
Hi, Barry.
Yowza.
Hey, bestseller. Looking good.
You're not real.
Well, no shit. What gave me away? What, the see-through thing? I'm a figment of your imagination, just like pretty much everything else you see here. Maybe even you.
That
doesn't make any sense, Barry.
Yeah, you're right.
Fool, your coat is made of goose fluff, not Gore-Tex. I can see right through you.
The GPS.
The GPS.
Can you
yeah, I
come
know.
with me and
Follow
help
the signal.
Imaginary
Got it.
Barry, please?
Can I have...
Oh. Abandoning me just like the real Barry.
He was siphoned away through numerous paper cuts of these grass textures.
You nag the way the real Barry does. You know that?
Well, hey.
Well, I don't do the smoochy faces at your cardboard cutouts the way that the real Barry does. You should be thankful of this.
Yes, I did specifically write you not doing that and saying that you hate doing that.
I really hope it sticks with real life Barry. I hope he reads the subtext, which is me blatantly writing in the overtext that's what I want him to stop doing.
I hope the Dark Presence makes that happen.
I did it. I wrote wall.
You did it.
Anyway.
Just a wall.
Fine. Enough. I can't believe I was actually happy to see you.
Oh, come on. Don't shit a shitter, Al. Deep down,
What does that mean?
you're always happy to see me. Can't
Don't
lie to
bullshit a
yourself, know
bullshitter.
what I'm saying?
I guess.
Be a sucker for punishment.
You? No. Really?
Stop being mean to Barry. What did he ever do to you?
Remember when he was wiggle waggling that cardboard cutout going like, I'm so mad about that. That's why I wrote that chapter about that guy showing up and it's like he had a red Gore-Tex jacket and a tiny penis.
I made specific. I specifically noted that. was very important to the character.
We've already talked about this in either this series or another one, but like it's so goofy that writers will do that. Like such a petty, like trying to shit on the critics of their books or whatever. It's like this guy who looks exactly like the critic of such and such a newspaper, but is totally not that guy, showed up and he had a tiny deep penis.
It's very petty.
I don't appreciate that you just wrote that I was in your book and I had a tiny penis, which you could not possibly know about. No, I didn't write about you. I was writing about this other character who just had some, some similarities, I guess, but, whatever. It's not you, though.
Any resemblance to people, real or fictional, is entirely coincidental.
Unless I have, like, public opinion on my side, in which case it was intentional. Was that a fucking... I thought it was a Pringles can for a second. I was like, I am kind of hungry.
Yeah, the Pringles can.
I don't know if I'm hungry for Pringles, though.
I'd have to be pretty hungry to go for some Pringles.
That thing in the distance.
Yeah, that'd be the Biltmore sawmill.
How the hell do you know that?
I don't know anything you don't. So why don't you ask yourself that? Huh? Maybe you saw a sign for it back in the real world.
I'm glad you're here, Fake Berry.
So if I pushed you off the cliff, would you, like, respawn up here, or are you just gonna die?
You can't do that.
Yeah,
Push.
giving me a headache.
And then he hits the ground. It's not a cliff. It's like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, that scared me so bad. It's like, oh, so I guess you die then, says Alan Wake looking down at him. I guess you would die then. It sounds like you would have died if that happened.
No, I wouldn't, because you didn't write it that way.
You just wrote me to not know if I would die or not, he says.
That's messed up, Alan. Why would you do that to me, your best friend?
And then Barry fell down a pit. He says, like, writing a piece of paper, like, in his palm, like, and then he fell down a pit.
Mightier than the sword. You're fired. Aww.
Aww.
There should have been, like, a effect when he disappeared, instead of him just literally just disappearing. Just
Yeah.
like he's there. It should have been like he's there until you look away and then he's gone. Or there should have been, like, a shadowy, like, thing that happens where, like, wiggles away or something.
Nah, the best way is just to, like, despawn his character model.
This is good work. Good living. Finally, I got things I can put hours in.
Boom!
Unrelated guy just prospecting for gold in them there hills. He's dead now because I put the flashlight on the boom word for too long.
And he was walking through the woods, and then there was just a boom, and the guys died.
Why do these ones not look like that?
Why don't those ones look like that?
Why does the grass look this way? If anybody from Remedy finds this video for some reason, how come these ones look that ways, but this one not?
Yeah, what is going on with that?
Imagine if, like, in 20 years, some guy from Remedy, he used to work at Remedy, he's, like, in a retirement home or something. He's, like, got nothing else to do, so he's looking at anything related to his previous work. And then he answers us, like, oh, it's because they just thought it'd be funny, I don't know.
Oh, hi, guys. There are certainly a lot of you.
4 by my count time.
There could be more hiding anywhere behind that tree.
Or in my tummy, I don't know, I might have eaten one earlier and I just forgot. And now he's mad about it, like, man, at first I was, like, kind of shy about saying, like, hey, maybe don't do that, but now that I've been here for a while, it's like, I got things to do later. I don't care if you think I'm an ass. Well, I need you to go ahead and let me out.
You can hear his voice, like, very muffled.
For, like, an hour, where he's just debating whether or not he should, like, just stand up for himself. You're really shy, Shadowman. Kabooey blow blam!
Bang.
I killed it.
Ow!
I did it. Right in the kisser. Fire.
Bang! Zoom to the moon.
One of these days, I'll go ahead and do this domestic violence against you, wife of mine. Says character from an old sitcom show. Whoa!
This is funny because...
Well,
Well,
Pow! Right in the kisser. I hope that I have the chance to write myself as being early enough in popular culture to write the honeymooners. And then he's like, but now that I think about it, I never did look at the writing credits. And he's like, oh my god. Alan Wake wrote the Money Hooners.
The Money Hooners, yeah. The cheap knockoff version of the Honeymooner.
One of these days, I'll drop kick you straight to hell.
I wish you could drop kick these guys straight to hell.
I'm working on it, but with bullets instead of my foot.
Cable, if you were ambushed in the woods by a bunch of like weird shadow guys, you think you could get out of that?
I would simply click my fingers, and the Ents that I made a treaty with several centuries ago would come to my aid and squish them underneath their roots. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
They really they made a mistake fighting me in the woods, is all I have to say about that.
Apparently, anybody makes a mistake fighting you in the woods.
Yeah, don't fight me in the woods. This is your one and only warning.
The Ents, they will get
Though
you.
I guess it's not your only warning. If you replay this video, you'll get the warning again, but this is the one time I'm gonna do it. Just go ahead and rewatch this particular section of the video long enough to get it settle into your brain. Don't do that.
When you need to be reminded, if you ever need to be reminded.
Should I fight Cable in the woods? Rewatches Alan Wake episode 37 or whatever. No, sounds like a bad idea, honestly. I don't want to get squished by the Ents.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Why is every encounter in this fucking thing hard?
Yeah.
Oh, let me focus and actually play the game. To talk about Ents or whatever the hell. Now, if you were ambushed in the woods by a bunch of spooky men throwing hatchets and such at your schnoz, how would you go about diffusing the situation?
I'd just write in that there was a word that said boom on the ground, and I'd shine a flashlight on it and just explode all of them instantly.
Wow, I can't believe time is ripping off Alan the Wake-Up. Because I'm pretty sure Alan the Wake Up did that. So, what is this Alice in Wonderland setup here? Look at this bullshit.
Yeah. Well, the TV needs a chair to be comfortable. What do you expect?
A TV needs a chair. The TV always needs a chair, says Davy Jones. Whoa. Okay.
Ow.
It's your turn now to get it good. Your aunt beating it. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Kaboom! Come on! Okay.
Gotcha. Got-ning. Turns out fighting shadow guys in the woods is tough work.
Ooh, did they just spawn a guy?
He had to catch up with the rest of the group.
What does that even mean? What does pump have to correlate with man? I mean, I guess pump does correlate with man if you think about it really hard for like an excessively long amount of time. But come on. I can't believe I wrote that into my story, says Alan Wake, reading it years later. Like, I don't remember half of this. This is stupid.
I think I might have been drunk this like whole time I was writing that.
Why is all the grass like blocky square textures?
Yeah, what was I doing with that? Nothing else was blocky square textured.
How come I never explained that? You think that I would explain that? It sounds like it's important. Otherwise, why is it there? Why am I making it constant?
It was everywhere, too. I don't get it.
Okay. Does anybody else want to spawn behind me? It's just a game, bro. Whoa! Whoa, I dodged into it, but that's fine.
Whoa. It's okay.
What the time? Look at this. Oh, I just. Because we're using the heavy-duty flashlight, he's holding that up with it. I thought it was like a combat shotgun from Fallout 3. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks like it's got like a big drum magazine on it.
That was a pretty good shotgun, honestly.
Yeah.
I used to have that in my inventory, taking up space, thinking I'll use this whenever I get close, then I just don't. Because my Chinese assault rifle killed. Why the f is everyone respawning? Am I supposed to just run through this? Time
Yeah,
help!
what the heck?
I guess I'll just run through this because they're not stopping.
Unless it's
I don't
spawning
want to.
more of them every
I don't
time
want
you
to.
like.
I don't want to establish new lore. Leave me alone. I'm satisfied with the current look. Why are you so tired, Alan?
Alan, please, write yourself to be more fit. And then I suddenly gained a huge amount of cardio. My endurance stat went through the roof.
Ow, why did the boom punch me in the fucking face?
God dang.
Why are you so tired? God, holy shit.
Okay, god dang.
That was annoying.